the giver of the breath, the master of the store, the architect of mountains, the one we must adore. He owns the cattle on the hills, the silver and the gold, yet found no vacant dwelling, the ancient story told. The owner had no key to lock a stable door in town. The king of all the universe had nowhere to lie down. He traded all his sovereignty for the comfort of a stall, to show us that the greatest gift requires no room at all. The inns were warm with firelight, the doors were bolted tight. The world was busy counting profits in the holy night. They could not see the treasure that was standing at the gate, the God who lacked possessions, arriving not too late. The owner had no key to lock a stable door in town. The king of all the universe had nowhere to lie down. He traded all his sovereignty for the comfort of a stall, to show us that the greatest gift requires no room at all. My heart is often crowded, refusing Christ his place. I fill my life with ownership, forgetting saving grace. But Bethlehem reminds me that the true eternal wealth is found in giving everything, not keeping it for self. The owner had no key to lock a stable door in town. The king of all the universe had nowhere to lie down. He traded all his sovereignty for the comfort of a stall, to show us that the greatest gift requires no room at all. Requires no room at all. The owner had no key. The owner had no key. We search for grand illuminations, a sign upon the height. We fix our gaze upon the sky for heaven's purest light. We always look for glory in the places far above, and miss the miracle descending, proving simple love. But you are the lowest star, the brightest shining near the earth. You chose a cold obscurity to prove your boundless worth. The light of God laid down to meet us in the dust and straw, fulfilling every promise, correcting every flaw. The world was built on hierarchy, on power and on might, expecting kingly armies to conquer every fight. But you reversed the structure, you humbled every claim. unlikely setting to pronounce your name. But you are the lowest star, the brightest shining near the earth. You chose the cold obscurity to prove your boundless worth. The light of God laid down to meet us in the dust and straw, fulfilling every promise, correcting every flaw. My spirit bows in wonder at the logic you displayed. True saving grace is found not in the heights that you have made. It is found in the deep descent, the choice to be unseen, the ultimate arrival in the space where I have been. You are the lowest star, the brightest shining near the earth. You chose a cold obscurity to prove your boundless worth. The light of God laid down to meet us in the dust and straw, fulfilling every promise, correcting every flaw, correcting every flaw. The lowest star. The majesty departed from the endless pure acclaim. He took the final journey, leaving glory for the shame. No other soul could follow him across the gulf of light. He stepped into the silence of the long expected night. He crossed the gulf alone to meet us in the manger's haze. He bore the separation through those 33 years of days. He left the perfect fellowship so we could have a home. The only king who chose to walk the pathway all alone. We fear the lonely corner, the absence of a friend, but he knew solitude from the start, a purpose with an end. The Godhead made a sacrifice no angel could conceive, to bridge the great divide for all the ones who would believe. He crossed the gulf alone to meet us in the manger's haze. He bore the separation through those 33 years of days. He left the perfect fellowship so we could have a home. The only king who chose to walk the pathway all alone. The quiet child is sleeping, the shadow starts to fall. He is the perfect answer, the fulfillment of the call. Because he braved the distance, the darkness holds no sting. The king who lost in solitude is the reason that we sing. Chose to walk the pathway all alone. The pathway all alone. He crossed the gulf. The day is coming when the heavens will divide, when all the earth will stand to watch with nowhere left to hide. We wait for revelation, the thunder and the scroll, the final honest reckoning that judges every soul. December, he came without the gavel sound. No verdict was delivered on that ancient silent ground. He showed his perfect mercy before he showed his might. The cradle was a shelter, turning darkness into light. The cosmic scales away the failure and the fault, but chose to offer pardon at the manger's low asphalt. We expected a commander demanding every right, but found a gentle healer defenseless in the night. December, he came without the gavel sound. No verdict was delivered on that ancient silent ground. He showed his perfect mercy before he showed his might. The cradle was a shelter, turning darkness into light. Demanded payment, the justice must be met. Yet Christ brought forward healing, refusing all regret. The time for final judgment was willingly delayed, so the gift of great forgiveness could openly be made. Gavel sound, no verdict was delivered on that ancient silent ground. He showed his perfect mercy before he showed his might. The cradle was a shelter, turning darkness into light. Turning darkness into light. in spectacles, in every noisy sign. We wait for grand announcement, mistaking human design. We thought the king would ride the storm, demanding all the space, but found him in a moment that required a faithful pace. He wore the quietest crown, adorned with simple straw, the king of all the ages, did not break a single law. He claimed his final kingdom through a humble, silent birth, the truest, strongest miracle upon the waiting earth. The world still rushes forward, afraid to slow its speed, ignoring all the beauty of the very quiet need. But Bethlehem reminds us that the power is controlled. The greatest grace is given in a story meant to hold. He wore the quietest crown, adorned with simple straw, the king of all the ages, did not break a single law. He claimed his final kingdom through a humble, silent birth, the truest, strongest miracle upon the waiting earth. Let me seek the stillness where the spirit starts to move, away from all the fanfare that the worldly ones approve. The God who spoke the universe is whispering my name. The silent, peaceful promise puts all other things to shame. He wore the quietest crown, adorned with simple straw, the king of all the ages, did not break a single law. He claimed his final kingdom through a humble, silent birth, the truest, strongest miracle upon the waiting earth. Upon the waiting earth, the quietest crown, the quietest crown. The velvet curtain of the night was torn by sudden light, not a fanfare of a king, but a silence soft and bright. The angels lost their focus, stunned by what they had to see. A God contained within the breath of human frailty. We expected thunder's entrance, a procession on the street, but found the King of Ages lying in the bitter dust and heat. Oh, the shepherd's soul surrendered, leaving golden paths behind. The endless burning glory for the poverty of humankind. He traded all his splendor for a blanket and a manger bed. The highest price of freedom was the humble path he chose to tread. He became the little whisper, so the loud lost could be led. The wisest man brought frankincense, a token of his word. But the only gold that mattered was the one that knew his birth. A child's cry, a simple sound that shatters all the noise. A quiet human heartbeat that replaces royal joys. This fragile tiny moment holds the answer to the claim that grace does not descend in fire, but in a whispered holy name. Oh, the shepherd's soul surrendered, leaving golden paths behind. The endless burning glory for the poverty of humankind. He traded all his splendor for a blanket and a manger bed. The highest price of freedom was the humble path he chose to tread. He became the little whisper, so the loud lost could be led. We sing of peace on earth, but fail to grasp the cause. The distance he was willing to travel so we wouldn't be lost. The greatest love is measured not in height, but how low it descends. The infinite became the finite for a purpose that transcends. The shepherd's soul surrendered, leaving golden paths behind. Golden paths. Endless burning glory for the poverty of humankind. He traded all his splendor for a blanket and a manger. The highest price of freedom was the humble path he chose to tread. He became the little whisper, so the loud lost could be led. The highest price, the humble path he chose to tread. Oh, the shepherd's soul, let the saxophone lead. Soft and dim, the air was thick with barnyard scent, not hymns from seraphim. If he desired a palace, the whole wide world would yield. But the king of all the diamonds stayed hidden in a field. For gold he only asked for room to lie. He did not seek the human praise, the crowd's demanding eye. He chose the utter brokenness, where the humble can reside. The only treasure he required was our hearts laid bare inside. Still chases currency, the comfort wealth can bring. We measure status by the gifts beneath the lights we string. But God reversed the value, He set the standard new by making His arrival accessible, honest and true. Our hearts laid bare inside. The frankincense and myrrh were offerings of men, but He had the whole creation waiting for Him then. He didn't need the money, He was communion to make our spirits known. He did not ask for gold, He only asked for room to lie. He did not seek the human praise, the crowd's demanding eye. He chose the utter brokenness, where the humble can reside. The only treasure He required was our hearts laid bare inside. Hearts laid bare inside. Did not ask for gold. Was full of striving, of anxiety and fear. We filled the empty spaces with the clamor we could hear. The constant rush of worry, the need to take control, was wearing down the fabric of every searching soul. But the silence came to shout, the night became the cure. The quiet, steady heartbeat made every promise sure. The noise of human failure was wrapped in linen thread. The God of perfect stillness lay sleeping in a bed. We try to preach the gospel with the volume turned up high, forcing every listener to look up at the sky. But peace arrived in meekness, it needed no parade. The gentle, sweet submission of a promise being made. But the silence came to shout, the night became the cure. of human failure was wrapped in linen thread. The God of perfect stillness lay sleeping in a bed. Let me lay my frantic questions beside the infant Lord. Let me trade my hurried pacing for the peace He has afforded. The greatest strength is quiet, the truest love is deep. The stillness of the manger is the secret He will keep. The silence came to shout, the night became the cure. The quiet, steady heartbeat made every promise sure. The noise of human failure was wrapped in linen thread. The God of perfect stillness lay sleeping in a bed. Sleeping in a bed. The silence came to shout. We always think of royalty demanding velvet robes, excluding all the lowly ones, defeating humble hopes. We measure worth by access, by status and by name, and write a list of privilege built on our earthly fame. But the Father's guest list had the shepherds first in line. The humble, rough, forgotten ones were chosen for the sign. He did not call the powerful, the wealthy, or the proud. He simply chose the honest hearts kneeling within the crowd. The King came not to judge our sins from an unreachable domain, but to share the weary burdens, the poverty and rain. The stable door was open wide, no guards to turn us back. The Incarnation made a bridge across the lonely track. But the Father's guest list had the shepherds first in line. The humble, rough, forgotten ones were chosen for the sign. He did not call the powerful, the wealthy, or the proud. He simply chose the honest hearts kneeling within the crowd. The distance of the heavens was suddenly erased. The holiness of God was gently held in place. If they can kneel before Him, the simple and the least, then grace extends its welcome to the King's own simple feast. The Father's guest list had the shepherds first in line. The humble, rough, forgotten ones were chosen for the sign. He did not call the powerful, the wealthy, or the proud. He simply chose the the crowd, kneeling within the crowd, the Father's guest list. The calendar is crowded now with parties and with rush. The radio is playing songs that drown the holy hush. We wrap the gift in paper, forgetting what we hold. The sacred simple story, bought and sold for earthly gold. But beyond the tinsel and the light, the miracle remains. The quiet core identity that breaks our earthly chains. The focus is the manger, not the market or the mall. He came to be the sinner, the greatest truth of all. I lose the real devotion in the sparkle and the sheen. I miss the heart of mercy for the things that intervene. This season makes a promise that no purchase can afford. We need to strip the surface to finally see the Lord. But beyond the tinsel and the light, the miracle remains. The quiet core identity that breaks our earthly chains. The focus is the manger, not the market or the mall. He came to be the sinner, the greatest truth of all. Let me tear away the ribbon of distraction and the need to worship what is temporary, what the world has decreed. I lay the heavy credit down, I pause my hurried race to find the silent reverence within this holy space. Beyond the tinsel and the light, the miracle remains. The quiet core identity that breaks our earthly chains. The focus is the manger, not the market or the mall. He came to be the sinner, the greatest truth of all. The greatest truth of all. Beyond the tinsel